Che, Diaz, and Miranda giving me some drama. Finally, the whole episode starts on like an LGBTQIA rally thing in New York City. Che is on stage. Che's saying, it's the revolution and the evolution. Che's saying, welcome to our allies out there. And Miranda's out there and she's giggling like a buffoon. And then we just see Brady and his girlfriend. There's literally 10 people at this thing. And Miranda runs away and Che's like, what were you doing? Like leaving like that. And Miranda's like, oh, my kid was here and I didn't want him to see me. Che goes, you're not in an open marriage. Now, someone like Che, who's very clear, would have had a conversation with Miranda saying, no, you're married. Is this an open marriage? What's going on? But maybe not. Like, we've all been there where we've assumed things about people that we're just like, oh, I know they probably wouldn't do this thing. And I don't know. I believe that it didn't come up, but I also, that if I was the writer, that logic would drive me crazy. But I decided to let it go because I don't really care. It was a great scene. And so Che says, no, one thing I am is not a homewrecker. I'm a lot of things, and I'm shouting at the TV, a bad comedian, a narcissist. I'm sorry, I don't do this. Like, this ends now, you know, and Che walks off. Miranda says to Carrie, I'm gonna ask Steve for a divorce. I just wanna be with Che. I can't be with Che if I'm with Steve. And Carrie's like, are you sure how Che feels about you? So Miranda finds Che, and she's like, Che, I'm in love with you. Am I crazy? And Che says, you're not crazy. I'm in love with you too. And Miranda's like, no, that's all I needed to hear. I'm gonna end it with Steve. And Che's like, okay, but I'm not traditional. I think Miranda thinks Che will just be with her. Like, no, I know Che's free to do whatever they want, you know, be with other people, but like secretly hoping they won't. Miranda calls Carrie and she's like, I did it, we broke up. And Miranda is manically giddy in the back of a cab. I have ended relationships that I was not happy in, where I felt like I defined myself. You start acting a little crazy. You just like, the endorphins are going. You start dropping weight. People are like, what are you doing? You're like, I'm manic now because I ended a relationship that wasn't working. Maybe I'll take a surfing lesson. That's where Miranda is right now. And it's thrilling because I don't really see this stuff a lot on TV. And she's saying to Carrie, my life is a rom-com. I'm taking a cab to the airport because I'm going to surprise Che. Carrie's like, okay. And Miranda's like, ah! And I'm just, you know, and then the episode ends and I'm like, oh no. Wouldn't it be great if Miranda walks in on Che in their hotel in Cleveland and Che is there with like the Cleveland version of Miranda? Like.